2 sugars, please. That's how I drink my umbungo.
Is this enough? With James O'Donoghue and David Hall.
Welcome to episode 39 of Is This Enough? The really brilliant game show that's both brilliant and excellent. 39 is a sexual position where one person lies sideways next to the biggest pair of knockers you've ever seen. We've made up 3 rounds for each other, and neither of us knows what the other has prepared. Along the way, we'll have some prizes, and the winner will have that, and the forfeit will go to the loser. With me, as ever, is comedian, actor, painter, and 39-year-old James O'Donoghue.
And I said lady!
Is that like... I said lady. Never mind. James, it is, of course, Judy Dental Health Week. Here at Is This Enough? How are you helping people save money on their insurance?
I went to the same drama school as her.
Did you?
Yeah. Not while she was there. She'd qualified way before.
Fair.
I was on the set of Skyfall and I realised I never finished my last exams. Wanna go back to college?
It's really good to see that over the summer break you've been practicing your Judy Dench. And of course, James, this week's special guest sauce is bechamel. Now, last time I won and I was tickled pink, which was nice. James, on the other hand, lost and received a tickle from Pink, allegedly, redacted. I've explained to James what's going on. We're recording this on October the 11th. We don't know all the news. James didn't know a lot of stuff about what's going on
And I do now.
Culture of America and how Hollywood may or may not implode.
I'm going to download some podcasts about this afterwards. I am... What a shamil.
We hope you'll play along at home. Please let us know your scores. You can follow us at Is This Enough Pod on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Please message us your scores. Email us at isthisenoughpodcasting@gmail.com. We've received 1 email. It was great. James, would you like to know the prizes and forfeits for this week's?
Yes, David, I would. Episode? I'm in a coat now.
James wanted to combat the jacket.
I saw your jacket and I wanted to get my biggest coat I have.
Is James insecure about jackets? Apparently so. I mean, I'm insecure about the lack of shoulders I have. So as soon as you arrived at it, I was like, fuck, look at that.
Look at the shoulders on this. Could hang a man in these.
James, if you win this episode 39
of Is This Second Hand, some suspicious white powder in the pockets.
Baking soda. James, if you win, you receive 39 firm handshakes.
That's a glad hand.
James, if you lose episode 39 of Is This Enough, you receive 39 weak orange squashes. Like not watery enough to be water. Not orange squashy enough to be orange squash. Just a bit. James, do you think this will be enough?
David, I've got a lot riding on this, okay? I bet the House, I bet the Congress, I bet the garage that this would all be worth it in the end.
Keep it light, keep it tight, please don't fuck my wife. Keep it light, keep it tight, please don't fuck my wife.
It's over to me for round 1.
Round 1.
Excuse me, just having some lovely water.
What a slurp. James, round 1 is, of course, called General Laundry. I found out recently that...
That's not allowed. That's just word.
General Laundry. knowledge, laundry. I don't see what the issue is. James, I recently found out. What? Hang on.
That's not that's not
James, we had an off-screen discussion where you were not to interrupt the person asking the question.
I'm sorry. But
James, round one is called General Laundry. Get over it. I found out recently, James, that people without ADHD choose which clothes they want to wear and then wear them with intention and pride. Whereas people with ADHD, we just wear the cleanest clothes available.
yes.
A jizz stain is better than 3 jizz stains. What are these types of laundry topic? According to the Wikipedia page, a list of laundry topics. Yeah. There's a Wikipedia page called a list of laundry topics.
That's great.
Are these on there or not?
That's what Tim Berners-Lee was thinking as he made the internet.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's
Excellent.
for 200 points a question.
Mm-mm-mm.
Question number 1. Is this a topic on the Wikipedia page for a list of laundry topics? Mangle.
Yes. Yes, this must be. This must be. Either in the way that perhaps if you are laundering some thin objects, they might get mangled, or in the way that a mangle was an old way of doing laundry before a washing machine. Yes, mangle must simply be in that list of topics.
I feel like you're not taking general laundry. That's a good plug. I don't feel like you're taking general laundry with the.
I'm sorry,
Kind
I'm
of
not taking the laundry seriously.
Correct, James. Question number
Yes.
2 is tunnel finisher. Topic on the Wikipedia page. A list of laundry topics.
A review's a review. Yes, it is, David.
Weirdly, yes, exactly correct. Tunnel finisher
Mm-mm.
is. That's 400 points you're on there. James, question number 3 is slotted crease. A topic on laundry topic list on Wikipedia.
Oh, yes, it is, David. Yes,
No,
it is.
isn't, you fucking idiot. You
Yes.
have been fooled. You don't know your laundry topic.
Shit.
Apologies to the listener at home. If you didn't see that because you listened to the audio version, James fucked his microphone.
Did.
James,
good
question
for
number
you?
4 is winter dyke topic on the list of laundry topics
Yes.
on
David,
Wikipedia.
Of course.
Yes, exactly that.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
A further 200 points to you there, giving you 600 points. And finally, James, question number 5 is blowjob. A topic.
No.
Reasoning?
A blowjob would not work for laundry.
Depends where you do your laundry, but no, it is not correct, James. That's a further 200 points to you there. You got 800 points. We're fucking flying. We're flying. Over to you.
Round 2.
Oh, dear me. It's time for round 2. Round 2 is called Do You Really Want to Hurt Me? David, famous people get injured. Sure they do. They're just like me and you, but on occasion, an injury befalls a famous person that is so totemic that it goes on to change the very fabric of life on Earth itself. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the establishment of the band Franz Ferdinand, and the sad assassination of the band Franz Ferdinand. But I have the audio of some injuries that befell famous celebrities. Can you tell me what it is that we can hear? And if you can, you will be rewarded with points. How many? That's a good question. What I've done is hooked up the Google sheet we use for calculating points to the Bank of England, and therefore points for this round are now linked to how healthy our economy is. The system works, David. The system works. So, David, what
Yep.
are these things that
Hang
we
on, I'm just
can...
going to do a really big burp. Hang on. It wasn't that big. It's stuck. Hang on.
Oh, no. It works
Continue.
better with the moustache. It works so much better with the moustache. I can't tell you why, but David in his room alone burping, no. With moustache, now we're talking. Now we're talking.
The system works.
The
Go ahead.
system works. David, what on earth is this that we can hear?
Thank you, everyone. I'm going to do an extra. Ow! What's that? Jesus Christ, my eye really hurts. It's like there's a big sweet and sticky stag in my eye. Oh.
What happened there, David?
That was David Bowie
Oh, it was indeed.
with some reverb. I was going to say is his eye being pecked out by CGI owl, but you said it was soft and sticky.
Something sweet and sticky.
Oh, sweet and sticky. Did David Bowie get a bonbon to the cornea?
You know what, David? I'm going to give you the point because very famously in the 90s, someone threw, and this is real, a chopper chop. And
That's way worse than a fucking bonbon.
absolutely worse.
Was it extended? Oh no, a Chubba Chub's the lollipop, right? Sorry,
Yes.
yeah. I'm thinking of what's the push pop? Sorry. Remember
No.
the 90s? No, you don't. Fuck
Do
you.
you remember the night, do you? Yeah, big push pops in David Bowie's eyes. Do you remember that, folks?
I was imagining a push pop to David Bowie's eye.
Well, David, I'm going to give you the points for that, which will get calculated at the end of the round. We're going to see what the interest rates are. But yeah, David Bowie got a chopper chop right in the eye. What on earth is this we can hear?
Okay, so I'm just gonna run at it, and I'm gonna jump, I'm gonna stick the landing, and it's gonna be great, okay? Movie magic. Okay, let's go. Oh dear God! Oh no! Oh!
What's that? What on earth was that?
I have lots of really dark suggestions going through my head, namely Alec Baldwin and Christopher Reeve.
God, that
Yeah.
was far darker than I was expecting.
Yeah, thanks.
It's an athletic guy. He's running, he's jumping. It's movie magic. Very energetic. Some would say too energetic.
O.J. Simpson, Jim Carrey,
Not quite.
energetic. Was it an athletic actor
Yes.
or a?
He's
Okay,
he's an actor. It's all movie magic. He's doing some sort of stunt work by the sounds of it.
is it something to do with Spider-Man? Turn off the light.
It's
Turn off
not
the dark.
Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. This is Hollywood,
James-
David.
James's
Hollywood.
favorite weird,
It's my
horrible
favourite
thing.
weird, horrible thing, but it's not that. It's not the musical number. If you're looking for a night out on the town, you just found me. It's not a freak like me needs company.
We are the mutant race. Oh, no, that's not. That's X-Men, of course. Is it? I want to say something to do with like the Matrix or something. Is it Keanu Reeves?
No.
Hugo Weaving?
Think less. He's less liked than Keanu Reeves. Famous for doing his own stunts.
I don't know if you heard that.
Big
My dog in the
stunts.
background just went, "Oh, hello, boo boo."
You're not going on a Tom boat ride. You're going on a Tom.
Hanks,
No.
Tom Plane, Tom
No.
Train, Tom
It is a
Car.
boat, but
Tom
it's
Panic.
it's a luxurious sojourn across the water?
Tom Catamaran.
No, big boat,
Tom
big
Ferry.
boat full of pensioners.
Oh, it's Tom Skidoo. Is it Tom Cruise?
It's Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible breaking the shit out of his ankle.
Did it?
Yeah, it's
Wait.
bad. They used it in the final cut as well. He's running and jumping across a rooftop, and
Have you seen Road Warrior?
No.
There's a stunt in that. I highly recommend it, by the way. Road Warrior is incredible. There's a stunt in that where this guy, you know how of the budget of it, that you know that there's no special effects.
Yes.
The guy basically
Just
gets flung out of a
Australian
car, hits another car, and just spins through the air. And when you're watching, you're like, that's such cool stylized stuff. What actually happened was he was flung out of the car, his shin hit the other car, shattered, and then he just span. And it was horrific, but it looks awesome. So when I probably shouldn't have told you that before you watch it, so that you can actually enjoy the stunt. Because the first time you see it, you're like, "Whoa!" And then
you
find out, and you're like, "Oh,
that makes sense."
Fuck. Okay. Continue.
All right. Question 3: Who? What is happening here? To who?
Just say anything. The script. Oh, let me find that for you now. Oh God, no! It's the robot movie, isn't it? Oh God! Just have a go. Okay. For a time, I considered sparing your wretched little planet Cybertron. Jesus Christ! But now you shall bear witness to its dismemberment. I gotta fire my agent.
What was that?
It was Orson Welles. But he's suggesting that he died because of Transformers?
It's not that he died, David. It's that he suffered severe career trauma. So, no, we're going to give you the point for that. Well done.
Was he alive when that film came out?
He was. He voices.
Did he get to go to the premiere of Transformers?
I don't know, but
was it released posthumously?
Oh, is it? Does he have like a in memorandum at the end?
Fuck.
In memory of Orson Welles.
I don't think there is. There's no. I think I would remember if it said in memory of Orson Welles.
No. Nor is it in the memory of the brave fighters of the Mujahideen. David, here's question 4.
Yeah, what's the matter with you, OB? You don't look too poorly. Let me shake your hand there. In fact, let me put the whole thing in my mouth. Just.
Oh no.
Yeah, what's the matter with you, OB? You don't look too poorly. Let me shake your hand there. In fact, let me put the whole thing in my mouth. No, absolutely delicious. Oh, excuse me, is it? Something caught in my throat.
Boris Johnson getting COVID?
Yes, David, that was Boris Johnson getting COVID. Well done. I can't believe you got that correct. And finally, David.
Can I just interject with, I managed to kill the entire vibe whilst emceeing a gig the other day by somebody mentioned they do like sold skiing holidays to posh people. And I went, not enough is said about how skiers basically spread COVID. And everyone was like, oh. And apparently I find that funnier than everyone else.
It's true. The posh fuckers did. And this is the final one.
I really gotta take a poo. Oh, Lord, what do you do? I'm very sorry to say, madam, but Elvis has left the building. 'Cause he shot himself to death. Yes, it's me again. Oh, God, I can't get work anywhere these days.
Well, what on earth could that have been?
Is it Elvis and Tom Cruise? Was Elvis?
That was Elvis dying, yes.
Who was the guy at the end?
Orson Welles.
Was he there?
No. David, at the end of that round, you got 5 answers correct. And in normal terms, that would equate to a nice, healthy payout for you. However, I'm sorry, because it was linked with the economy, you've actually lost points because the system, as it turns out, does not work. That would be minus 2 points there, David. So, David, with that now whirring away in the system, it is over to you for round 3.
Round 3.
Well, James, round 3 is called
Where did it
How
go?
was your August? No, how was your September and October so far? How's it going, James? What we're doing? If you hadn't listened to last episode, we had a bit of a break in between previous recordings, so we did a catch up of June and July. No, July and August. I can't remember my months. I don't know my fruit. And now we're going to do September and October. James, how was your September and October?
Oh, David, I tell you what, all the learning that I did of your worth is not linked with your creative output. That you are worth more as a person than you are as an artist, and it's not about how many audiences you make laugh. It's about your friends. It's about your family, and it's about being there for other people. Well, all of that could go straight to hell because we're back, baby. Gigs are back. Gigs are back. Gigs are back. Dopamine's back. It's going quite nicely, David. Going quite nicely. September, I always find, is a bit tricky because, not to bring the mood down, but it's the time of year where my little brother left the planet and became an astronaut in the astral plane. He's dead. And that's always tricky. And it's been 9 years, and it always robs me out of nowhere. I'm always like, oh, this is fine. It's just a date. And then I go, oh, no. Oh, what a bad week. And then I went down, spent some time in my parents' house, painting some rooms. And then just started to pick up more and more gigs, reminded myself of all the things that I like doing. The weather, the temperatures dropped, the nights are coming in, and I love this time of year. And it means that it's all good. And let me tell you about last night. A friend of mine said, come to this location. There's a thing that's happening, and I'm not telling you what it is. So I turned up in Bethnal Green at a big sports hall there, and it was Japanese female wrestling. Do I know anything about wrestling? No. Do I know about anything about Japan? No. Do I know anything about females? Questionable. However, all of them together, what a lovely night. It was great. I saw some violence, saw some ridiculous costumes, and that was just from the audience. Yeah, it was really good fun. A lot of fun with friends.
Was it like Olympic wrestling or, say, akin to WWE?
Oh,
NXT?
it was if WWE had a very restricted budget. It was
I
not
see
about
footage of that stuff. It's very interesting.
yeah. It is not
I have
about the
friends that are really into it.
sportsmanliness. It is about the ridiculousness of everything.
The spectacle.
Yes.
Wicked. That sounds great. That sounds very good. I have to say, like, with regards to your brother, like, I think when you have had tragedy in your life, I think you can't kind of predict where it's going to come ish. You can sort of like take note of what happens. I always think, because like when it gets to my dad's birthday, I'm usually like, I'm sad he's not here, but I can't do anything about it. When it gets to the anniversary of his death, it's more like all of the bad feelings are being brought up again and reminded, not just by like the anniversary of the actual death, but like anything that's kind of cyclical, where I'm like I'm reminded of the fact that I wasn't able to take part in something because I was dealing with my dad's death or what have you. I think that like where certain sporting events or music festivals happening or whatever, it's like I wasn't able to engage with it at the time because something sad was happening. I think that's the sort of stuff like is harder to deal with because you don't know when it's going to take you and how you're going to deal with it. And sometimes, some years you're like, okay, it was going to be sad and I'm going to feel sad, and then other times you just feel like devastated. So yeah, I think it's like it's sort of difficult to kind of comprehend, even though it may seem like there's tangible ways of dealing with it. I am also very glad that gigs are back, and I'm really glad that you went to something that you hadn't been to before. Did your friend not tell you at all what it was going to be?
No, not at all.
That's amazing. Is this a friend I've met?
I think you've met them when very, very drunk, and you weren't drunk. They were drunk.
Sick. Magnificent. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I think that's the sort of thing that's great, and it doesn't mean you need to like be going every week or getting into it, but you can just really enjoy something.
No,
as a
it's just a
standout
thing. I think a struggle that I've had in the last year is figuring out what I mean by fun, because for a long while that was sort of like leisure time was like, oh, it's time off. Well, what do I do with my time off? Well, I need to relax a bit. Is that fun? I don't know. If I'm playing a video game and it's hour number 4 of playing it and my neck hurts, is that still fun? Whereas, or if I'm just going to go out for the sake of going out and I don't really know I'm feeling very socially awkward, that's not fun. But then, I don't know, a thing to do. What a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and it's also difficult working in the fun sector.
Yes.
I mean,
I heard Lee Mack say on the podcast that he can't watch anything to do with comedy to switch off. So he has to watch like horrific crime dramas that are like, he's like, the more horrific, the better, because it's not attached to anything that I'm doing. So I can't like look at it and try and think about what I would do. And there is an element of like, I can't watch certain comedy things whilst I'm relaxing because I'm like, oh, I should be doing more content. I want to do something like that. Oh, this is how I do it. And so it is hard to do that. So finding something that your friend just went, this is cool. That's awesome. And I think we had a discussion a bit. We kind of messaged each other about it. I don't know if we kind of fully got to the bottom of it, of like, when you're self-employed, your time is your own. And that can be wonderful. It can also be really bad because there's times where you should be working when all you want to do is relax. And then when you're relaxing, all you can do is think about work, and you have to learn to like compartmentalize. And that takes effort and stuff. And it sounds like you managed to find a way to kind of let go of all of that and just go have a nice time.
Guaranteed.
And yeah, also like, is it fun? Yeah, resting doesn't need to be fun. It just needs to be stuff. It's like, are you utilizing your rest time well? Did you watch the thing you wanted to watch? Did you do the things you intended to do? It's actually a very counterproductive way of relaxing. So fair play. James, at the end of that round, you have given yourself, with the time that you've had, 100,000 points.
Oh, bloody hell. Come on
So you're on 100,800 points. I'm on -2 points. James, it's over to you for round 4.
Round 4.
David, round 4 is called How Was Your September and the first part of your October?
Well, James, as previously mentioned, I went to Edinburgh Festival. So I came back from that and did absolutely nothing for a week at home. And then I went with my girlfriend and my dog to a cabin in the middle of nowhere, in between Herefordshire and Shropshire, and did absolutely nothing there as well. By absolutely nothing, I mean, when I was home, I played Metal Gear Solid. I had a lovely time. And when we were in the cabin, there was a barbecue. There was a wood fire hot tub. There was no telly, but I did take my iPad to watch the latter half of season 2 of Twin Peaks got through it, had a lovely time. I'm now so deep in Twin Peaks lore, I'm listening to one of the audiobooks, which is basically a fucking FBI dossier. I played it a little bit to my girlfriend, and she was like, I just fall asleep in this. And I'm like, it's very weird, but it's good. And we just did a jigsaw, and it was one of the weirdest things for me in that it was one of the first times I've ever really been able to just completely switch off my brain and be like, you did Edinburgh, other stuff is coming up, you don't need to be booking in gigs, you've got time. I always give myself a buffer week after my holiday to like come back and do admin and what have you, so I hadn't got the things I immediately had to be doing or work I needed to do to prepare for that first week coming back. I just managed to switch off immensely, and I've not ever knowingly done it that well. I'm really like proud of myself for just being so carefree. It's like, what are you doing today? I'm gonna go sit in the hot tub for a bit, and then we're gonna go for a walk, and then I'm gonna eat some food and do a jigsaw puzzle, and then once my girlfriend's gone to bed, I'm gonna watch 2 episodes of Twin Peaks whilst playing Balatro on my Steam Deck. Even if I don't achieve all of that, amazing. It was so nice. I then had to come back to gigging, and it's amazing how I did obviously an hour a day for 23 days with 1 day off in the middle. I then didn't gig for 2 weeks, and then when I came back, I did like 1 new material show, and then suddenly had to do like a paid 20 in Nottingham at Just the Tonic. And I don't know if you've been there, but like there's raked seating at the back, and then there's a little bit of a gap in between that and the front, and then there's a row of 2 rows, and in that front 2 rows was 35 people who all worked at the same butchers, and I can't remember where they're from.
Butchers.
It was massive, and I can't remember where they're from, but they were pissed. They were pretty weird. They said some off-color shit, yelling out, heckling to the MC. But for the sake of the story, let's say it was in Staley Bridge. I can't remember actually where it was, but they basically got very restless during my set. I was on in the middle, and they were just yelling out, Staley Bridge! Staley Bridge! It was so weird. They were just yelling out where they were from and being very disruptive. And at one point I had to be like, hey guys, check this out. Look behind you. There's other people there.
Yeah.
And that did get a bit of a round of applause. But at the end, my friend was there, and he was on the back row of the rake scene. And I went, that was absolute chaos. And he went, what do you mean? And he sent me a video afterwards, and it turns out that the disruptive people weren't that audible to the people behind them. So the people behind were just having a nice time, and I couldn't quite tell if the jokes were landing because the people in front of me were being so disruptive. So I just must have seemed really like I was having a good gig, and then
derailed.
Sort of was saying really odd shit to the people in front of me. It was very odd. But that was like my first paid gig back. And I was like, oh, that was a bit odd. And then since then, I've done a bunch more stuff, and it turns out I really like doing comedy.
Here we go.
Chops Comedy's back up and running. We've had Andrew O'Neill headline, Tony Law, Jared Christmas, Robin Morgan. Got a bunch of incredible headliners off Live at the Apollo and everything. Did a gig in Glastonbury where the audience hated me because they were taking everything I said literally.
Oh.
I don't even know if they hated me. They just seemed worried for me and scared for me. And so the first couple of jokes, they were laughing a bit, and then they just sort of like stopped and just sort of stared at me like, what is this? What? I don't know if it's just I'd been doing Edinburgh and kind of been working hard. I just decided that I wasn't going to die on my hole. I think in the past I would have just gone like, oh, they hate me and I'm going to die on the hole. I just started laughing at them and having a go at them, being like, I'm fine. Like, this isn't real. This is jokes. And at one point I just started like, I'll do a bit of crowd work just to work on it. I'm like, what do you do? Blah, 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 blah. I work in performance aid or whatever. And I went, and how could I improve this performance? And that got like the biggest fucking laugh. But like, because they were just so confused by life. And then after that, Tony Law went on. They're confused by me just doing some silly jokes. And then the real comedian comes on and spends 10 minutes talking about how in the bath he pretends to be a dam. Very, very silly. Went to Aberystwyth Comedy Festival, had the best fucking time of my life. It was absolutely wonderful. I also went to go see the Go Team live, and they played the whole of the first album, and it was wicked. I also went to go see Hiatus Coyote live, who are a band I love, and they have lots of my favorite songs, and they didn't play any of my favorite songs. They played a bunch of new stuff and other stuff that I don't like as much. So I spent an entire gig. They played well, but I spent an entire gig. I don't know if you've ever been to a gig where you're like, hope they play some other stuff, and then they don't, and then they're like, bye, and you're like, oh, okay. Yeah. And so all of that, like, I basically did 2 weeks of resting, and then I've come back and been like, gig, comedy gig, go see some music gigs, go hang out with some people, travel about a bit. So I've gone back to having fun full-time comedy stuff, which is going better than ever before, which is lovely. And you can tell it's going better than ever before because I've been booked for more Comedy Club for Kids gigs. As mentioned in the previous episode, booked for some Comedy Club for Kids gigs around the country now. Got an email on the Monday just gone saying, do you want to come do Comedy Club for Kids at the Elgar Room at the Royal Albert Hall? So I got to ring my mum and say, Mum, I'm going to play at the Royal Albert Hall. I'm going to go sing about farts to 7-year-olds. It's not the main room. It's not me doing my full-blown comedy. About farts at the Royal Albert Hall. So, and I just found out Beck Hill's on the lineup as well.
Oh, mate.
I don't know that'll probably this will have come out after that happens. So you can check my social media to see whether it's something I sang about. I think also my nieces might be at the gig. So it's going to be the first time they see me live.
Nice.
So yeah, that's how it's going.
Well, what a week and what a life. David, at the end of that round, you have earned yourself 99,999 points, meaning that you currently have 99,997 points. Things are tight, David. There's all to play for as we slam dick first into round 5.
Round 5.
Oh my God, James. It's round 5. Round 5 is, of course, called location, or location.
What?
It's for 2,019 points. James, a simple yes or no question. Have you ever read the description of a place and wonder whether it was from a film location or a place you would move into without the permission of the owner?
Yes. I think of that every day.
Well, then you've been experienced on what you're going to play now. Of course, it's Let's Play. Is it Ridley Scott or Diddley Squat? I have converted a description of a place into text to speak. You must simply tell me if it's a location from a Ridley Scott film or a place you can squat in London. Do you understand?
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
What do you think of the oeuvre of Ridley Scott?
I saw him in Pret yesterday.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I
That
thought
ruins one of these questions.
that's surely not Ridley Scott. And then he said something rude to someone. I went, there he is!
Must be Ridley Scott. Was he in London looking for Diddley Squat?
Yeah. Yeah.
James.
I didn't interact with him at all.
Probably for the best.
But he just looked very pissed off. It was very funny.
James, let's play Ridley Scott or Diddley Squat.
Lovely stuff.
Question number 1.
There's an alarming amount of robots. Incredibly lifelike robots. Robots.
That's Blade Runner, so that's Ridley Scott.
Oh, I'm sorry, James. There's a place in Hackney with too many robots.
Oh.
It's that was a little Diddley Squat right there. Question number 2.
Chains hang from the ceiling. It's incredibly damp. There's creatures in the walls.
Chains.
That is a diddly squat. That is any squat in the Haringey area.
James, you are of course correct. That's 2,019 points there. 2019
old.
being the year that Blade Runner was set in. Question number 3, your final: Ridley Scott or Diddley Squat? It's really hard to say, actually. Give it a go.
It really is.
Give it a go. Saying Ridley Scott or Diddley Squat.
Ridley Scott or Diddley Squat? Oh, no, it turns out I have classical
central training for you there.
Me and Tim Judy there.
You look like the mayor from Powerpuff Girls.
I aspire to that level of...
Yeah.
I've been obsessed with the fall of the mayor of New York, Eric Adams. I've been obsessed with his corruption. Anyway.
Yeah. You know that story I told you about before we started recording?
Yeah.
Maybe that guy's involved.
Was it?
Allegedly. Ridley Scott or Diddley Squat? Ridley Scott or Diddley Squat?
Shit.
There's a shit ton of Gucci in this house.
That's I could have yeah, that's a diddly. No, Gucci in a squat, Gucci in a squat, Gucci. That's Ridley Scott. That must be Ridley Scott. Surely.
Why would
God
it be Ridley
as
Scott?
my witness?
Why would it be him?
Because he directed the Gucci movie. Sorry, a Gucci movie.
Somebody else did the sequel, Gucci's. Correct, James. That's further 2,019 points for you there, putting you on a staggering. Oh, I put the points in the wrong bit. Don't worry, I sorted it. You're on 104,838 points. Of course, it's over to you for round 6.
Round 6.
Oh, well, David. Round 6 means we must turn to a very special guest. So I'm going to usher them into the room. There has been a motorcade coming down the Seven Sisters Road, and it's 4 white motorbikes, several heavy SUVs, another 4 white motorbikes, because, David, please be upstanding for the Queen. All right, David, it's me, the Queen Consort, Camilla Parked Bowles. Who said this? Sir Keir Starmer or me? No, that's just a little joke from me, a right top bloke. I'm now the Queen and it's fucking mint, mate. It's bloody lovely, but there's a fair amount of surprises, I shit you not. So, David, here are some statements about the royals, and I'm not talking about bank statements. No, but seriously, I am fucking minted. And I want you to tell me if these statements are true or false. Simple as, except I'm a cheeky bastard, and make no mistake. Every correct answer gets you 86 million pounds.
Ooh.
That's the amount that we give to, or you lot give to me and my family every fucking year. Thanks for the sovereign grant, you fuck. David.
Yeah.
True or false? They're all German, man.
They can't all be German.
Or can't they?
False?
False. I'm sorry, David. It's fucking true, mate.
Oh.
See, Queen Victoria, she was already of the Hanover family who came over from Hanover in Germany. Then she got married to fucking, what's his name? Prince Albert. His full name was Albert Saxe-Coburg-Gotha. Then it came to World War One. They decided it was quite awkward having a German name while we were at war with the Germans. So, sadly, I cannot give you those points. David.
What did the surname get changed to?
Windsor's.
Oh, that's lazy.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't have go for that castle because it's a shithole. David,
Not far
is
from
this
Legoland,
true?
though. Sorry.
Is this true? Oh, I fucking love Legoland, mate. I thought that dragon ride shits me right up every time. Don't get it fucking mistaken. David,
I'd love to see a picture of you, Camilla, on the dragon ride with your tiara.
oh, I'll fucking hang you. David,
No hands, Camilla. No hands.
I've got maybe from me, but certainly not from the hubby. You know what I mean? No, they are footing rank. David, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie have shite taste in music. True or false? Come on, Pet. True or false?
I'm gonna say true.
Oh, David, that is indeed true. I'm going to give you the 86 million fucking pounds there, man. No, they're absolutely cretinous in their tastes. They're big old fans of fucking Ed Sheeran, and in fact have been seen partying with him. I would have fucking slashed them up with my big ceremonial swords.
What
Yeah.
sort of music do you like, Camilla?
Oh, bloody love EDM, me. David, King Charles III spends a lot of time doing charitable outreach. Is that true? Or is that false?
No.
No.
Is
Is
it?
indeed
Is it?
absolutely false as a whippet's ass. David, he spends a lot of time playing bloody Call of Duty. I'm always like, Charlie, get off that. It's time to take kids to school. Not the kids you know about, David.
I'll tell you what,
David.
Camilla, I reckon Charlie's hands are perfect for the original Xbox controller.
Oh, they bloody would be, wouldn't they, mate? I reckon he could use that weird long middle bit that there was in the Nintendo 64. Princess Anne shits gold.
Oh, true. Obviously true.
Oh, David, that's ridiculous. She actually prints a sort of copper. And finally, David, they're all chosen by God.
Oh, true. False.
Oh, David, I'm sorry, but it's bloody true, mate. They're chosen by God, but the God in question is Thanatos, the god of death. So I cannot give you that point. Well, David, I've had a royally good time sitting here talking with yous, but if you don't mind, I'm having the lads over at Clarence House for a footing rager. Bez is bringing the Mandy, Nicholas Witchell is bringing the Ket, and I'm bringing nothing but my sparkling wit and a small vial of Henry VIII's stomach bile. Ta-ta, David. You've been out. Fuck off. God save your gracious me.
Blimey.
Blimey.
Absolutely blimey.
She's being
James, where have you
escorted
gone?
away.
Where have you gone, James?
There
That
we
was.
go.
Oh, hi. Oh, she just appeared for a second there.
Oh.
I'm
Oh, if only I could do an accurate impression of her, then I could have made a little joke there, but
No, of
sadly
course
not.
you couldn't do that.
Of course not. Or could I? That was a wink for those of you listening.
James, it's the end of the round. You need to end the round.
Bloody hell. David, it's the end of the round. And I'm going to press the little magic button that makes the music arrive.
Wow, James. That was, of course, seamless podcasting there from you, which gives you an amazing 1 million points.
Bloody hell!
So that's nice. Let's just have a look at the scores as they stand. Oh no! What? No! Wait. Oh. Actually, no, that doesn't help me win at all. No, you win. Damn it, I'm confused.
No, wait, no, you have one.
Yeah. I got a staggering amount of points. It turns out your seamless podcasting wasn't enough. Oh, weird.
Yeah. Have fun with those numbers, David.
My
Oh,
dog
bloody
decided to come say hi.
hell. It's only bloody Nala.
My dog gave James a very handsome lick last time on the mouth.
Absolutely. Right on the chop. Hello, Nala.
It's James. You see James?
I'm gonna bloody see you in a couple of days.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure the audio listeners loved the dog invasion. James, you've lost. You've on
Shit.
1,104,838 points, whereas I am on 172,099,997 points. All of which were deserved. James. I win.
Now that's funny.
39 firm handshakes, whereas you receive 39 weak orange squashes.
Oh, I'm gonna piss for a year.
But not satisfyingly.
No.
James, if people have enjoyed the podcast, or even if they haven't, they can follow us at Is This Enough Pod on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. And they can email us at isthisenoughpodcasting@gmail.com. If you enjoy what I do and want to follow my content, then you can find me at David Hoare LOL on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, banned from Twitter. James, where can we find you?
Well, if you really want to find me, you can find me at Is That James O on Instagram and Let the James Begin on TikTok. I have nothing to announce other than I rest my case, Your Honor.
We hope that you will join us again. Tell a friend about the podcast. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. It's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from James. Hello, I'm Samuel L. Jackson, and I'm putting together a secret organization of quizzes